Every poker player has the same dream of winning a World Series of Poker bracelet. Thousands chase it every summer, a handful get close, but only a few get there. Today, one of my students might become one of the lucky few that see that dream become reality. I've been coming to the WSOP for over 15 years. Most of those years have been chasing my own dreams, but more recently, I've been coaching my students towards theirs. There's nothing quite like watching someone you've worked with put it all on the line, and this year, one of them has a real shot at making a name for himself. All right, so here's the deal. Antonio is my nemesis at the Blackhawk in Colorado. That's how we met.
Yes.
Me and him just seem to be the guys who keep getting top 3. He's probably got more wins than me there, but I'm trying to catch up.
One day.
Wait, is he the guy you played heads up?
Yeah, we got heads up in the 1200 3 years
Tom
ago,
told
and
me
then
about him.
and then we got 3-handed in the
The
high
high
roller
roller.
just the other day.
Okay.
And yeah, he's super talented player, and it's crazy because he like hasn't studied at all. He's just pure like feel and instinct, which is very similar to how I was in my 20s. And Antonio came up to me and he's like, dude, like I want to start playing the bigger stuff. I want to be the best in the world. I don't see why I can't. He's super hungry and he's very talented. I'll admit, he's intimidating to play against at the table. Like he's got sharp reads, he's quick, he'll call your hand out, he'll snap call you with ace high. As much as you start studying and learning the fundamentals, like keep that part of your game.
And that's why I came up to Faraz. Since I've played so much with him, I feel like he can help me sharpen my game up, tell me my leaks. So, he's my friend, but he's my nemesis at the poker table, so we're ready to get him today.
All right, let's do it,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Since he wants to be the best in the world, no better arena than the 25K Heads Up tournament to test himself. We spent some time beforehand going over heads-up charts and a Jaka coaching lesson I did with Kevin Rabichow. We then headed down to the tournament floor, where we actually ran into Kevin just before play began. I introduced Kevin and Antonio, but there wasn't much time for chit-chat as the tournament was about to begin.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. All right, good luck, dude.
Good luck, boss.
All right, good luck. As you'll know from my last vlog, I made it to the 4th round where I was knocked out by Jaka coach Thomas Boyven.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
This time he puts on the cape, but no heroism ensues.
Antonio ended up getting paired with Patrick Leonard on day 1.
Oh my God!
And unfortunately, Pads got the best of him.
No! No! GG, brother.
It is what it is.
Unfazed, Antonio jumped into the 550 mystery bounty, where he ended up having a deep run and finished 362nd out of over 20,000 entries. Not only did he win $1,900, but he also pulled a massive 10K mystery bounty to bring his event winnings to nearly $12,000. My schedule is usually pretty full when I'm at the WSOP, where I'm typically playing poker most days of the week. However, with so many Jaka coaching students also grinding it out, I always make time to have quick chats at the rail or some more focused study in my hotel room. This year, I had the pleasure of sitting down with a true OG of the game, Mike the Mouth Matisow. I'm in the house with Mikey Matisow. We are doing a little coaching session here, reviewing some check raises from the big blind spots. Got a big summer. What are you most excited for this summer? Any particular events or?
After last year getting
Yeah.
13th or 12th in the 50K PPC, I couldn't believe that all these players I thought were so much better than me aren't. And I want to win that.
Yeah.
That's my
Well,
goal.
I feel like a lot of people jump into that not knowing how to play the games.
Yeah, and I know how to play all the games.
Yeah.
And my
PLO is pretty darn good now, and I know the Hold'em is pretty good. And the one thing I went with the strategy last year is the 57 triple drop plays are the biggest. And it's a lot of luck there. So I go every and playing the other games, which worked to perfection. Until I got the very first time of 2 tables.
I don't know. I just had a bad feeling because I've been trying to stay away from triple draw for 4 days.
I don't play Mixer speaking an alien language to me. But Mikey keeps getting check raise on paired boards, which is a situation you are supposed to do a lot of check raises on, and most people don't know that. So we're gonna dive into some of these check raises from the big blind spots and figure it out. All right, let's get to work. If you're also struggling with getting check raised from the big blind or not check raising enough, our Jaka coaching curriculum has lessons specifically on this and other understudied spots. Head over to jakacoaching.com and sign up with code WSOP for 10% off your first month's membership. As much as I love grinding in Vegas, the WSOP is also the one time a year the Jaka community is all in the same place. So every summer we set aside time to get away from the felt and do something together.
We are headed to Mount Charleston, getting a hike in. Got the Jaka coaching crew.
in the back over here.
Hike day.
Hike day. These hikes have been just like my go-to moves here for over 15 years coming to WSOP. You know, just that casino sound, that ringing from the slots that never ends, and those chip shuffling. You know, you love it, but it's also nice to get a break. This is my reset. You know, this hike is all about locking in physically and mentally. It's also about getting the community together. You know, people kind of open up. They're a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more, you know, sharing more kind of personal stories and whatnot. So that's another really nice kind of bonding activity with the rest of the Jaka coaching community. So yeah, plus EV hike. One member of the community who wasn't with us was Antonio. While we were up in the mountains, he was running deep on day 3 of the 1700 Circuit Championship Bracelet event with 440K up top. We were just grabbing drinks after the hike when the phone goes off.
Antonio just made the final table.
Drop everything, we're going to the rail. How you feeling, bro? Turns out, not only was Antonio at the FT, Scott Horvath, another Jaka student, was there as well.
Against ace 9 for Scott.
He ended up busting in 8th place, and I had a chance to speak with him after.
2000.
Yep.
How you feeling?
You know, you get it in good and you lose. You know, it's always hard. But no, feel great about, you know, getting the 50 and running this deep. You know, out at 2,000 players. I mean, it's.
Have you made a WSP final table before?
My best coming in was 11th.
Okay.
Before this.
All right, so newfound territory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got in. So.
What was the experience like getting deep in this thing? Like,
you know, it's always nerve-wracking, you know, and you're just trying to make good decisions, trying to realize good bluff spots that, you know, take, you know, the lines that you're supposed to take and you know, not necessarily change up your game, but, you know, just be smart about it. So.
Yeah. And hey, like I said earlier, 8th place in this is like winning a tournament in Colorado.
Exactly,
so.
Yeah. It's like the high roller, so.
Yeah, good shit,
it.
man.
Thanks,
Congrats.
man. Appreciate it.
After Scott busted, Antonio continued to chip up, knocking out several players. With each player gone, he was one step closer to winning 440K and the coveted gold bracelet. So we're down to 3-handed here. He's got about 75 bigs, he's got 16 bigs, and he's got 32 bigs. So nice little chip lead, but anything could happen. With the players on break, I take the opportunity to pull Antonio aside, give him some coaching and do some breath work. Breathe everything in one, hold it. And just like that, he's back at the felt when one of the short stacks shoves and Antonio makes the call.
All in. What do we got? We got 2 flush draws.
Okay, what do we have? Ace 10?
Ace 10, yeah.
All right.
There you go. That's fucking hold. 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 Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Tigre! Woo!
Antonio is now heads up with an enormous chip lead, and only one opponent, Kai Cohen, stands between him and the bracelet. Things don't go smoothly though, as Antonio doubles Cohen multiple times, but then on the second level of heads up play, Antonio turns a straight and puts Cohen all in on the river. Only the nuts beat Antonio's hand, so when Cohen goes into a long tank, it's almost certain that if he calls now, it's all over, baby. Finally, after several minutes, he makes the call, and we have a champion.
Oh my God.
I feel like you couldn't have felt more at home with this guy.
Oh yeah. Always, all the time. The good vibes, Let's go.
And dude, you were in your zone. Like you were just like fucking doing your fucking chip leader. Like,
I fucking called him with 10 high, bro. I fucking called him with 10 high, knowing he was bluffing.
You seemed like you were so ahead.
If I had Jack high, I would have snapped him. With Jack high, I would have snapped him. I fucking called him with 10 high, bro. 10 high, and we chopped. If I had Jack high, I would have snapped. Yeah. Your boy was locked in. I'm like, nah, there's no fucking way this guy.
What's next? South Point tomorrow?
South Point tomorrow.
Golden Nugget.
Caesars Daily.
All right, we got a massive stack here. Probably chip leader after that huge pot. I'm feeling locked in and I'm ready to make my first WSOP final table this summer.